Hello, my name is Leo. Welcome back for another episode of Hearts 3 Black Eyes as PRC. So, in previous episode, we managed to break into Korea again. We did two pockets, one in Comintern, which was a pretty nice. We destroyed the enemy infantry tanks. I believe that's pretty much the only infantry tank that they have, so that's majority of the armor units gone. Not all, but majority. Well, a decent chunk at least. Japan really has a lot of armor units, that is to say. Unless it's a player. Gun position twin engine planes advanced, there we go. So a bit of, well, I suppose the twin engine planes we don't have any built yet. But we're going to be getting probably some today. We are at least getting another core of infantry today. We'll also get some airfield, hopefully. Down in the southern, I suppose. And also, Dandong is going to be getting airfield. Well, not yet, but not that far off, actually, either. That way we can bring in maybe the close air support, slightly closer at least. And be able to help on the battles in here. That one's... oh, that was going to be a victory soon enough. Also, I suppose we could go ahead and send in one of these to join the combat, so that's an envelopment penalty for the enemy. It's nothing massive, but it does help. And I suppose we've got troops moving in here. Do we have... no, we've got all in one defending there right now. They're doing a bombing run over that. Oh, Jinghe was a victory. There we go. I'm going to go ahead and send another one over here. And then this one could actually push southeast. This one can start pushing along the east towards Hamhung. The faster we get to the port, the better. I'm going to use this one to start attacking into Sungho. Now that the enemy is doing double combat, it should be a little bit easier to at least. And I suppose now they've got the second division over here. So basically fighting 3 divisions at once, combined in 2 different combats. So there we go. So we've managed to push into Korea. We're slowly clearing out a bit of Taiwan, thanks to partisans spawning in there. It's a bit of a random where they spawn sometimes, I think. But yeah, it's at least something that we can get. Okay, come on, shatter already. Well, we're going to get the naval infantry in here. It managed to get a decent bit of organization, although mostly on everything else but the naval infantry. Because we still haven't gotten the naval infantry morale all that high. I mean, it's, actually, what do we have right now? Morale 15, yeah. 15% that is. So it's only 50% of the organization regain rate that it would usually have. There we go. Now they're taking a lot more casualties in here. And I suppose as soon as this one's ready, we'll just go ahead and push back against the enemy headquarters over there. We did how many should get in here? I suppose what we could even do. Well, not necessarily quite yet. We'll move in this one, and we could maybe start pushing that. I suppose Alberto needs to rest. The other two can maybe start pushing along to Jian. Maybe that is going to be another easy... well, it should be relatively easy combat, I suppose. Oh, and Nanchai is under attack. Well, I don't think that's going to be too difficult. How's the combat in here? Well, that might not work for us quite yet. Oh, this is going to be a victory. It's probably also going to be a victory. Although not immediately. How much... oh, we do need a bit more reinforcements. 2 days. Well, less than 2 days, really. For the infantry corps. And I think we are going to put that to the Indochina army. Just so that we can get some more boots on the ground there. It's looking a bit dire in there right now. Meanwhile, in the Manchuria front... oh, there we go. Industry in Taiwan. Is that the last level on the industry there? No. We still need another 3 after that. How's the... okay, we've got 3.1 construction practical, so that has been going up. Not massively, mind you, but it has been going up. Oh, and we got the airbase in Pakshe. Well, that was yesterday, actually. But, yeah, we did get that one in here. So we'll at least have the 2 levels, even if we lose this province, which we might not actually lose, because we've got troops heading in there. We're going to be holding on to this one. And then if we get the extra core of troops in here, we could probably just deploy them directly to Hue. Or something like that, and then use them to start pushing further along here. Although getting more troops to the northern front line over here wouldn't actually be too bad. I'm going to go ahead and retreat the garrison now. They've done their job. We kind of need them back at the coastal guard duty, really. Or guard the ports. Ooh, export tungsten. Let me just double check. Strategic resources, we've got a... okay, we've got 6, so we're going to afford... oh, the Soviet. Yeah, of course we sell tungsten to the Soviets. Oh, there we go. So we're getting Kujang. And I suppose we'll go ahead and start pushing back the enemy in here. Is that in a bad shape? It's seen better days, for sure. That one's pushing forward. I suppose this one could also get into here. And then let's take the other unit over here, get to Chosun. Oh, and there's the infantry. There we go. So let's just go ahead and... yeah, we'll just drop these into Hue. So they are close to the front line, but not directly in the front line. And that's probably the best, or pretty much one of the best... stuff with all of the provinces for morale regain, basically into infrastructure, is probably one of the better ones. And the problem is that we don't really have a particularly good generals in here to put in charge of the stuff there. So maybe we'll go ahead and take, like this one. Ooh, that was, yeah, that's actually pretty good. Okay, so we'll promote that one. And we'll give them a new commander. Maybe the commando. And then over here we'll go ahead and get the new leader and then start putting down some leader. I suppose these are mostly just basic divisions that we'll put in the skill level ones in here for the most part. We'll maybe put one of the defensive doctrine ones in here and then another defensive doctrine. So these are going to have to take a little while before they're ready to move out again. Or start helping on the front line, but hey, that's slightly better. And how much is our total army size now? It's over 1 million. It's almost 1.1 million, actually. So it has been increasing for sure. But not necessarily as quickly as one might hope. So we've got a few combats over here in Korea already. Are we pushing through there? Not necessarily all that effectively, but we're trying to. Send this one along here as well, I suppose. We'll send the light infantry division to join in that combat. I mean, if we can take this one, then maybe even surround the enemy over here, or get rid of that garrison, then encircle these, destroy them. Can we actually... I could probably go ahead and send in one of these mountaineers around. So slowly but surely we're... oh, Spanish State has been to access. Okay, then. I swear, that's happening a lot more these days than it used to be. It's a bit of a shame that the Republic lost the war, though. From our perspective. And the Soviet perspective, I suppose. Speaking of which, how's the Soviet Union doing? So, yeah, the Germans are still pretty strong around Bryansk. The surrounding of Leningrad is, well, the gap is starting to be pretty long. So the siege of Leningrad is still... it's probably going to fall eventually. Right, in the meanwhile, Iraq has actually managed to push back the British a little bit in here. They were at the border at one point. Iran is part of the Axis, to be fair. So that's probably what's helping them. With the Iran brought in enough troops to push them back. With France, of course, not being part of the war, and the fact that Saudi Arabia has been pushing towards the Mediterranean. Looks like Norway is still pretty much the same. I think they may have lost a little bit more ground in the north. The Germans, that is, but they may have gained a little bit more to the west. Not entirely sure, I don't remember the exact locations. And looks like the... were they at Benghazi before? Or the last time we checked? I don't remember. Well, oh, right, and Oman, it's been cut in half already, so I think Oman might get annexed. Or something like that. Oh, well, they might not, but there's a good chance that they will. Singapore is still holding on, but it looks like Java is going to get conquered. Now, to be fair, a good thing about this business with Japan fighting the Allies now is that they are going to have to send some more troops away, especially the troops that shatter. They're probably going to have to send more and more of those to fight against the Allies because they realize that they are getting overwhelmed in a lot of places, most likely. Of course, in the meanwhile, that makes a... oh, got ability to twin engine planes. There we go. That means that we can then start pushing against them in... especially Korea, as we can see. We're doing pretty good in there. Oh. Why doesn't... was another victory. We lost almost 6,000 men. They lost 21,000 though, so it's not too shabby. We'll probably go ahead and push that one away. Take Kathmandu's and one of the infantry divisions to push that one. It's a pretty good strength though. I suppose our close air support is now mostly in good strength, so we'll go ahead and... actually, can we... we could reach that one. Go on defensive for now. Oh, battling Jian was a victory. Bit of costly. Banda Pe was a victory. Unsan is under attack. Oh, right, okay. That one. Well, we got mountains that we're defending, so it's not too difficult, necessarily. And the counterattack, we're still doing some work in there. I don't know if that was moving to Pyongyang or not, but we'll try to get that. Oh, and... oh, doing a bit of a counterattack over here. So this might not really be much of an effective encirclement then, in the end. But at least if we're dealing some damage there, I suppose that's what matters. We did win the battle in Jian, so we are taking that one. Hopefully, and then maybe we might be able to encircle these troops, destroy them, and then go from there. These ones could use a bit of rest, but I'm going to move them a little bit closer to the front line at least, so once they are ready, they will at least be in the vicinity of the front line rather than all the way back. Let's go ahead and... I suppose the headquarters are still mostly fine, aren't they? Yeah. Should be largely good. Where's the... oh, this is the army over here. Well, to be fair... We could actually move this one to Beijing. Oh, it's Mao Zedong leading that army as well. Okay, then. So counterattack over here is at least slowly pushing forward. Right, so what about Pakshe? How's that come? Oh, there we go. Now that we've got reinforcements in there, that's probably not going to fall. Did we get the pillboxes in there? Not yet. Did I start building? I did start building. So in May 1st, we're going to get another level in there. It might still not do much of a difference in the combat strength. Oh, there we go. Yitong and Shosang. Artillery unit training advanced. There we go. Oh, hold on. So how are we doing on the... No, we still need to do a whole lot of research in here. Never mind. Well, we're going to at least do 51 research now at the same time. And, oh, the officer ratio has gone... Well, I suppose we did get 5 new divisions recently, so that's probably part of it. And, of course, there's been a lot of combats as well. So the officer ratio is suffering because of that. Plus, we did slow down the officer recruitment a little bit, so that's another reason, I reckon. Right, Albert is good to... Oh, right, Albert. Is he even getting any organization back? No, he is. It's just, it's probably been under... oh, yeah, they are... Are they... I don't actually know. They may have been in combat recently, but it's not getting a lot of organization back. Oh, there's basically no infrastructure in here. They've been bombing us like crazy. Okay, well, let's go ahead and move Albertus back towards Dandong, I suppose. Just so that he can regain some organization, because, yeah, no, that's rough. And they're doing some more bombing runs in... Oh, over here, I see. We did win in Yitong. Oh, and Jiaxing was a victory. So the troops attacking from Harbin have been pushed back once more. I'm going to pull back the mercenary infantry from that combat. We could maybe send in... Oh, mechanized breakthrough and explosion advance. That does actually improve the morale of our motorized mechanized troops as well. So that's pretty decent, reducing the combat weight, increases attack movement. So overall, that's actually going to be quite handy. We might still win the combat in Anda. If we can take that one, that would be quite handy. We might get pushed back from here. There's too much troops attacking. I mean, we're mostly just delaying the enemy, really, right now. We'll get through there eventually. Ah, they did get a unit into Pyongyang. And over here, we're under attack. So we did at least manage to push the enemy back a lot. Or force them to spread their troops a bit further. They got a lot of troops heading down south, so we might actually go ahead and attack across the river in here. One of these gives support attack as well. There's only one division defending, so there should be, especially once we get the 4th division joining in the combat, should be fairly easy combat, all things considered. Got a close air support in here, still doing the bombing runs. Well, I suppose we don't need to do bombing runs there. What we could do is we could either do bombing runs there, we could try clearing out Anguang. I suppose that's not the worst thing. The sooner we break through there, we can then start shortening the front line for us, pushing towards Harbin. If we can take Harbin, that'd be really nice. And the bombing run should be relatively effective in here. Well, visually it doesn't look like... Oh, right, it's auto-save. There's something happening. Medium anti-air artillery for cruisers. Jifeng had to... Oh, partisan. We got a garrison that could move. These aren't really enough to deal with the partisan alone. The garrison, I suppose we'll just go ahead and move that in there. It might be able to move through fast enough that, like, it's, actually, what we'll just do is, we'll redeploy over there. Shorter distance, and we might be able to intercept that, in time. So that's just a revolt risk, cause that partisan to, pop up. We have surrounded this partially. Let's go ahead and send one to Tonghua. And then after that, we can probably just break this. Well, at least we pushed back the enemy in a decent chunk in Korea, and that they have started bringing in a bit more troops for the front line now. But I think we'll largely be fine. We can probably send in one of these up here. But then it's well, okay, we won the battle there. Hopefully, going to get to Yitong. Oh, and let's try to get some more money. There's always a need for more. We'll probably go with the appeasement, so we get a bit more money and less revolt risk. Let's actually have a look. How bad is the revolt risk? Yeah, it's looking a little bit rough. How's the battle in the under going? The enemy is down a decent bit in organization, but it's also... Yeah, no, that's going to have to retreat. Another major defeat. We did inflict a decent bit of casualties against a numerically superior enemy, but not enough. I think it's time for us to start attacking in here on the mountains. We'll be able to cut them off soon enough. Some of them might start retreating fairly shortly, but we'll have them surrounded in due time, and thus they won't be able to start breaking out of there. They might still have some other units attacking in, of course, but that's about it. Oh, there we go. Oh, right, Guzhang is under... Well, we did get in there at least. It's mountains, so it should be relatively easy to defend. They've got headquarters attacking us, plus a infantry division. And the headquarters is going to shatter itself very shortly. There we go, that's out of the way. Oh, Chosang is under attack. Alright, so that's going to be river crossing penalties. So, oh, they're attacking from Manpo. Alright then. And we got the Jian. Oh, Jian is under attack. Tonghua is under attack. And we got ourselves another destroyer. I'm going to put that into the destroyer fleet. Very original, I know. Well, yeah, we'll just put it in there. We can probably go ahead and get the... Oh, right, in a few days we're going to get an airbase in Hue to level 4. And airbase in Dundong is going to get a level soon after. That's the first level in there, of course. Pakshe is getting another pillbox soon. Let's actually have a look. How's the battle in Pakshe anyway? They've got 3 divisions attacking. We've got 4 defending, so I think we're mostly fine now. How are the troops in here? They could be a bit better, I suppose. But with the help of these, we can probably push all the way to Queenon. And then maybe start pushing along the river in here at least. Although Pakshe is still... That's kind of the problem point right now. We can maybe get this one to Champasak. Just to provide a little bit more flank protection. Oh, Venezuela wants to buy some of our tungsten. I suppose that's fine. So there's still a lot of combat going. I think we're going to have to increase the officer recruitment and back to, like... We'll go for 20 leadership. It does slow down our research quite drastically. Right, and we did already destroy one of the enemies in the mountains. We did surround the enemy, so that's good. I suppose we could give a bit of support attack from here with another unit to just give them the envenomment penalty. And they got the encirclement, of course, so yeah, that I don't know if that's going to surrender or shatter. Pretty equal percentage-wise there. Oh, and victory under. Aha, that's 12,000 losses for us, mind you, but we did at least break the enemy. We can get to the mountains, we can protect the... Oh, right, actually, you should stay there, dig in. But we can get into under, we can hold the mountain line over here across the river. Kaoshi was another victory, there we go. I'm going to go ahead and take one of these to attack into Yitong, just to provide a bit of help in that combat, because we could probably use some aid there. And there we go, so the enemy is down to 70% strength in Wanjingmen, and that is yet another encirclement. We could probably go ahead and do another attack over here into Shiren. Let's actually have a look. How bad is that? Well, some of the enemy units... Oh, yeah, there we go. One of them is retreating. Yanjing is under attack. I'm going to pull back the 8th Division. Oh, that's the one that was advancing over there. Okay. Yeah, I'm just going to pull that in here. We could maybe send Iliescu's division over here instead. Maybe even go to help with take under real quick, and then we can relocate that elsewhere. An attack across the river into Anguang seems to be going fairly well. We got, especially with the help of close air support, we're doing pretty good damage on the enemy without taking too much casualties ourselves. We can get across the river, then we can start pushing into these 2 provinces, then to Harbin, and then start pushing along the river a bit further east. Maybe do a bit of an encirclement over here somewhere later on. That'd be quite handy. Now, this attack... Ah, right, so they're still attacking us with... Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and stop this attack. We're taking too much casualties from the bombers. This one's probably going to hold for a while. Oh, there we go. They're actually retreating now. Where's Albertus? Over here. I'm going to send Albertus down this way, actually. Oh, no. He's still trying to get out of this bloody province. Since the infrastructure is basically non-existent, redeployment is actually going to be a slower option than movement. Okay, but at least we're breaking through there. Now, in the meanwhile... The new infantry corps that we have in here, they've got 25 organization. It's not a lot. But I think we could... Oh, and what do we have? We've got another destroyer. There we go. That's 6 destroyers in 1 fleet. Should be pretty good against submarines, but not really much beyond that. 2 days for another airbase in Dundong. Right, so that's the first airbase in Dundong. We'll also get an airbase in Hue, upgrade to level 3. So we potentially move in the interceptors from here to there. Actually, we should probably do that already. We'll do the reserve trick. So we don't... And now we can at least repair the planes actively. So let's put in the intercepting. Let's go with the daytime. Something like that. Intercepting, that's a bit of longer range to be fair, but we'll give it a try. Continues. Now we can at least repair all of... Oh, is armor on? It's on... Oh, right, that bloody... artisan got on the other side of the river. Well, we'll deal with it. Oh, Chonjon was a victory. Ah, right, so how bad is the attack over here? Well... It's not the worst, but these 2 are not really in a shape to start attacking any further. I might send in a unit over there on the mountains. Albertus can, well, as soon as it's ready again, we can start moving down south. clear out some of this. I suppose you could give a bit of support attack in there as well. So Wandering Men, they are going to lose organization faster than they're losing their strength, actually. Oh, Nuncha. Yeah, we lost that one. Under is now under attack. Well, we can probably hold on to that. We got the motorized division heading in there. Infantry unit training advanced. There we go. Some more organization. And actually, we got the armored division in here. I'm going to send this one to attack across the river to get to Angduang. If we can use the armored division on the other side of the river, that'd be probably the better option. There's the counterattack into HoI Zen, but that's not going to do all that much damage, I don't think. So we've taken a decent ground of Korea. We have gained a bit more ground in Taiwan in the meanwhile. They got some units in there, so we're not really going to attack them. Oh, there we go. Victory at Yitong. And how's the... Oh, yeah, there we go. That elite light infantry division is going to surrender. There we go. So they lose about 16,000 men total when we count in the units that surrendered. That's pretty decent. We can probably go ahead and send this one into the combat. Try pushing through a little bit better. And I suppose this one could maybe head over here into Kaohsi. Hey, Victory at Paksha. So lost 17,000 men. They lost 47,000 men. So there's about 30,000 men difference in there. And these are going to have to dig in for a little while. Or just rest for a little while. Oh, and it's under attack again. Well, this time it's only one unit, so it should be a lot easier. A lot faster combat. Yeah, there we go. We took no casualties in that one. We're not really ready to clear out that armored unit in there. Also, they do have actually... No, there's only one division in there, but it's got elite light infantry, commandos, motorized engineer, pack artillery. It's a bit of a weird mix of units. We could potentially push that back as soon as these are back in combat condition. Oh, Victory at HoI. Artillery morale. Artillery unit combined arms. There we go. So is that, well, it's mostly fine. I suppose that... Oh, we could actually go ahead and attack in there. Also, we'll send in some of these up north. This one can move to the east. This one's going to go to the northeast. There we go. So we're getting a little bit more ground in here. We may need to get some more troops into Shuchon. But it might take a while. At least we got the river over here defending us. Plus we're defending in mountains. So it should be relatively easy to hold on to for now. Ah, Paleng was a victory. Took a while. I think this doesn't actually need to go all the way there. We can send it to Champasak for the time being. And now the enemy is going to be retreating from here. Let's go ahead and start sending some of these divisions up to the front line. Leave one behind. So we'll just split these 50-50. We're going to have this one push all the way to... Or, well, start pushing along the coastline already. And I suppose if those are retreating, we could probably go ahead and send this one to Songha. The enemy is... Oh, yeah, this enemy is looking pretty rough there. But there we go. With the help of these this new core, we can at least start pushing once again. I kind of really want to get to the fertile soil over here and get that for myself. Now, to be fair, there's no guarantee that I will get that, but there's a good chance that I might get in there. I don't think the allies are really pushing that hard in yet. Oh, there we go, Victory Shiran. It's a bit expensive casualties-wise, but we did win that. Oh, there's no one defending the airfield in here. Well, there's 11 air units in there. There we go. Push those away. And thus, the close air support, or the ground attacks that the enemy is doing is going to be dropping quite drastically. And Victory at Kaohsi. There we go. We're not really in a shape to start attacking there, but we'll send one of them in regardless. We could probably send in... No, these two need to wait. They're not in a combat. Oh, but this one's in a pretty decent shape. I'm going to send this one down south as well to help defend maybe the mountains over there. Although this would maybe use a bit of help as well. Oh, payment received. There we go. We've got 30,000. Actually, let's go ahead and buy some resources. What do we need? If we have a look at the modifiers in here, so we could use some copper for extra supplies. I don't think there's a lot of nickel for sale, so that's something that I can't really buy. Rubber, I don't think there's a lot of available. It wouldn't be too bad to get some, but I think that's going to have to wait. Aluminum could be also quite handy, actually. I'm going to buy some aluminum, or aluminium, as it's called in here. So we'll go ahead and buy that from... We'll buy that from Vichy France, actually, just for the heck of it. Someone that's not in the war currently. Ooh, this one's going to have to retreat, I reckon. Pull that back, and I'm going to go ahead and redeploy this one in. Hopefully we'll get there in time. Oh, I thought... Oh, bollocks. I did that too soon. Combat was still, technically speaking, going in there for that 1 hour to end. Well, until that hour ended. So yeah, that's a bit of a downside in there. Oh, and uprising. Oh, hold on a minute. Hey. Well, bloody hell. I'm gonna send Taz to clear that armor out real quick. And then, of course, over here, are we actually getting through there? Guess we could send the headquarters in here real quick. As soon as we take this one, we can then start doing some damage over there. But yeah, the Parson's a bit of a pain in the butt. The fact that we don't have any fast-moving units. Honestly, what we should probably do is just get like a corps of cavalry for anti-partisan duties. That would be also a fairly good way to, well, relatively good way to get some mobile unit practicals as well going. A relatively cheap way to, oh no, don't try to attack the city yet. Just get in there to help with the defense. You've got the medium armor, so that should be, well, I suppose the medium armor is not really in good shape, mind you, but that should still help a little bit. So they're still trying to push across the river in here, but that's going to be quite fine for us. They got a little bit descend. Nothing massive, it's like a very, very tiny bit. How's the attack across the river now? We got 25% envelopment penalty for the enemy. With the close air support flying in and out, we're probably making pretty good damage overall. Tongkua is currently under attack, which is not great. We're doing a bit of attack into Punchy. We're only with 2 units right now, so let's go ahead and take, I suppose, one of these. Attack there. We'll take the other infantry division to attack up to the airfield for now. And then we've got another unit over here, which I suppose will actually start moving southeast. We've got quite a few units on this pocket, not pocket, but the province. Jusang is under attack. Alright then. Luminous surplus, and there we go, morale's increased for the infantry. Alright, so we did get here in time. They've still got 3 units attacking us though, but I suppose we've got some more troops heading in there. So if we can just hold our ground for the time being, we'll be able to break the enemy in the mountains. Especially since they do still have the river crossing penalty, but that is a whole lot more reinforcements that we certainly need. Well, it's a lot of units that have been in combat for a long while are now not in combat. That's making the difference, I reckon. The enemy is down to 6% strength on the elite light infantry in here. They're taking a little bit of casualties in there, even without bombing runs. I'm sure that our bombers will be paying them a visit at some point. Although, are they? They're currently... They should be going in there, but yeah, they're not active right now. Of course, it's daytime bombing, so they might be waiting until tomorrow then. And that, of course, uses the local daytime. Oh, there we go. There was a bombing run. How bad is the... Down to 53% strength. Yeah, there we go. And we got a victory in Ninjang. These two could use a bit of rest there. But yeah, Taz is going to be clearing that one out very shortly. We still haven't... Okay, we should be able to catch up with the Partisans now. There we go. And they have no organization whatsoever. That should be pretty easy. And it's mostly just the infantry and the mix support over here that are still fighting in Anguang. Or, well, still, you know... technically speaking, standing in there. Let's go ahead and send in a bit more troops there, and I suppose we can send another one over here to hold back the enemy for a little bit longer. Oh, there we go. High here has been another victory. And under was a victory. Oh, we actually wrecked the enemy attacking us. Oh, there we go. We just need to get through on the other side of the river in here, get a bit of a bridgehead, and then we can start pushing the enemy back relatively easily. How's the battle in here? That one should be a victory soon enough. We've got several units in here, but most of these are not in a good shape. Although, oh, there we go. We got a victory over here in Pyongyang, or outside of Pyongyang. So actually, that's mostly headquarters there. There's a lot of battle commanders over there, but we'll go ahead and attack over here. If we can just break some of these, that'd be brilliant. Not going to send too much troops attacking. It's just, you know, one unit to cause a bit of issues so that the headquarters are going to potentially get shattered, sent back to Japan. And thus, the troops that are underneath them will not be within the order of battle range. That could be quite handy. But I do also see that we are actually out of time for this episode, so if you enjoyed this, please like or subscribe if you haven't already. Also, got the links down below in the description. But other than that, thank you very much for watching. Until next time, bye-bye.